It's the realist.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your guy Realistic, and welcome to my tutorial vault. That's right, I'm gonna start grabbing some of my most classic tutorials over the years out of the vault and re-releasing them. That way y'all can enjoy, get your mixing and mastering skills back up. So if you find any of the information useful, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way this keeps showing up in your feed, and sit back and enjoy the content. This one is going to be a really short and simple topic, and it's preparing your tracks to have the right bit depth and sample rate and kind of figuring that out. So earlier on in the course, we talked about setting our session bit rate and session sample rate to pretty much be what we see for whatever the client sent their mix. So for instance, let's look at this song, right? This Lavender Roses song. So if we go to the original file that they sent me here, we have 44.1, right? 32-bit, right? And if we pull up my session here, you can see that my sample rate is 44.1, right? Now, if they sent it at 48, I would set the session rate at 48. The bit depth is usually different. I know that we talked about that early on. If they sent it to me at 16 or 24, it doesn't matter. I'm going to set it to 32-bit just so I can have that little bit of that headroom. Ideally, I would like them to send me 32-bit. So if there is any type of clipping or distortion that happened during the exporting or any processing that they may have put on to the master channel there, I would be able to reduce that. If it's at a lower bit depth, I won't be able to reduce that. But anyways, now we're going to be talking about what do we send this at, right? So let's say we're happy with the mix, we're happy with the master, we got everything set, linear phases on, oversampling, all that, right? Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to export this, right? So here's what we're going to do. No matter what it is, if we're mastering at 96K or if we're doing 88.2 or 48, it doesn't matter, right? We're going to want to bring this down to 44.1. Why do we want to do that? Because, when we upload it to streaming, that's what it's going to be. And we want us to be able to control that final destination. The bit depth, though, is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit trickier, right? Or I shouldn't say trickier, but there's going to be different cases, right? So if this is going to go to CD, we have no choice. It's got to be at 16-bit, right? Because the CD is not going to allow it to work on any of these other bit depths. So we're going to want to keep this at 16. Just ask your client if it's going to be on a CD or not. And if it's going to be on both CD and streaming, give them a version that's 16-bit at 44.1. So they have it for CD, and then do another version at a higher bit depth when it comes to streaming. Now, most streaming platforms will allow you to upload at 24, even at 32, except CD Baby, for whatever reason, because I guess they started as a CD distributor and they just kind of kept their bit depth at that of what the requirements of what they'll accept. So if it does go to CD Baby, put it at 16-bit. Otherwise, you put this at 24 if it's going to go on like DistroKid or TuneCore or whatever it may be. United Masters is another one. Something though that I do try to get away with is see if I can even upload it at 32-bit. On DistroKid, you can for sure do that, and I do that. I know they're going to reduce it, but I just like to have that version just in case the client is going to be wanting to listen to this version in the car or something like that before they even uploaded it. At least they have a version that's at 32-bit, and like I said, DistroKid will accept 32-bit float. So it's pretty simple. That's what you're going to want to export it, your sample rate and your bit depth at. It's always going to be at 44.1, and then you choose your bit depth depending on the platform or the physical device that they're going to be sending it to. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this tutorial. If you found it useful, be sure to like and subscribe because it does help the channel grow. When you like a video, it tells YouTube that you liked it and maybe other people will like it as well. And also be sure to check out my online mixing and mastering courses, the art of beat mixing, the art of vocal mixing, and the art of mastering, all available now. And if this video was helpful and you're looking for other videos, you can watch a video here, here, and here. All right, until next time, y'all.